The ablest man I ever met is the man you think you are. Change is like fire. If uncontrolled, it will consume us. Art is not a treasure in the past or an importation from another land, but part of the present life of all living and creating peoples. The value of love will always be stronger than the value of hate. Any nation or group of nations which employs hatred eventually is torn to pieces by hatred. I do not believe in communism any more than you do, but there is nothing wrong with the communists in this country. Several of the best friends I have got are communists. Democracy alone, of all forms of government, enlists the full force of men's enlightened will. A good leader can't get too far ahead of his followers. Hitler built a fortress around Europe, but he forgot to put a roof on it. Unless the peace that follows recognizes that the whole world is one neighborhood and does justice to the whole human race, the germs of another world war will remain as a constant threat to mankind. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. I consider it a public duty to answer falsifications with facts. I will not pretend that I find this an unpleasant duty. I am an old campaigner, and I love a good fight. The country needs, and, unless I mistake its temper, the country demands bold, persistent experimentation. We think of our land and water and human resources not as static and sterile possessions, but as life-giving assets to be directed by wise provisions for future days. No political party has exclusive patent rights on prosperity. This generation of Americans has a rendezvous with destiny. A war of ideas can no more be won without books than a naval war can be won without ships. Books, like ships, have the toughest armor, the longest cruising range, and mount the most powerful guns. Dealing with the State Department is like watching an elephant become pregnant. On the European front, the most important development of the past year has been the crushing offensive of the great armies of Russia. Better the occasional faults of a government that lives in a spirit of charity than the consistent omissions of a government frozen in the ice of its own indifference. Favor comes because for a brief moment in the great space of human change and progress, some general human purpose finds in him a satisfactory embodiment. Eternal truths will be neither true nor eternal unless they have fresh meaning for every new social situation. Democracy is not a static thing. It is an everlasting march. Taxes are paid in the sweat of every man who labors. Freedom of speech is of no use to a man who has nothing to say, and freedom of worship is of no use to a man who has lost his God. Thanks for watching. I hope you feel inspired to chase your dreams. If you liked the video, please subscribe for more. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and favorite motivational quotes. See you in the next one.